There is definitely some upset potential with them. A scary team to go up at the main event, I think, because of how skilled they are. But right now, they've got to play back-to-back games. They've got to figure out a solution, and it is hard when you don't get time to, you know, sit back, rest, play your game.
They just picked Bat Rider into Night Stalker, so they don't give a shit, yeah?
And Sam H. Sam H is so good. Most teams are first banning it against Sam H. He is so good on this hero.
But it's very hard to play, like top two hardest heroes.
It's
Bat
Sam
Rider,
H, man.
for Bat Rider, it's Night Stalker and Nyx.
You're just a Sam H hater.
No, I'm just talking about the hero matchup. I'm not even hating him. It's just
you have him muted. I saw you have him muted. What's that about?
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah,
oh,
I did. So you're not hating on him then, huh?
He was raging a lot in like last 2 weeks in pubs. Like I'm not the only one who he was yelling at a lot, and he would first pick random, and then he would complain and he would rage at everyone. So I just mute.
Okay. Well,
I don't like to play him on my team.
Fair enough. Pubs. You know, there are some players in pubs who their emotions get the best of them.
Yeah, if you want to know, I muted Queen Tekka too.
Yeah, there's one on each
If
team.
you really want to know.
I do want to know. Oh, I love the stories from the NA pubs. I haven't had a chance to play many pub games this
NA
last week or two.
pubs are very similar to Southeast Asia pubs.
Well, right now pubs, it's the LAN pubs, because every time there's a big LAN on, the pubs get a lot better because it's all the pro players in them.
Can we just go back into the game and
no,
stop
I like your storytelling.
Stop trolling. Okay, so Infamous goes for this early PL pick. So what's the idea behind PL? PL, let's say, Lycan is a single target hero, doesn't clear illusions well. So I think that's mainly the idea here.
Yep.
But PL doesn't have much synergy with Night Stalker because, I mean, no direct synergy. But Night Stalker can hold the game for the PL to farm. That's how I see it when you pick these two together.
Secure the early game a
Yeah,
bit.
and PL is quite good against Bat Rider too, because you don't know who you're gonna lasso, and the doppelganger can remove the napalm stacks. So second phase they remove Earthshaker. Earthshaker is very good against PL. TNC removes Tide. Tide is, I think for me, the way I see the Tide ban is like Bat Rider doesn't like to play against Tide in some ways, because let's say you're fighting against his team. If you lasso him, the Kraken's gonna remove the lasso. But if you let's say you lasso someone else and you can't see the Tide, you're bringing someone to your team. Your team needs to focus that target. Bam, blink, ravage, and things are gonna be bad if you don't have BKB. So Tide is, yeah, I think that's how I see that ban. Maybe there's some other reasons as well, but for the picks that they have right now, that's how I see it. And Tide can be annoying for Lycan to lane against too, because of the anchor smash. So those are the two reasons, I think.
One of the first times I feel we've seen TNC play the Lycan. Maybe partially a block pick because the Night Stalker was picked up, and it's very good. Not just with Night Stalker in your team, but with Night Stalker in the game. Lycan is good.
They ban Winter Wyvern.
Expecting to see that Necrobook Lycan kind of push threat come out most likely. With
I guess so, because Winter Wyvern is very good against Necrobook.
You mentioned Lycan has no wave clear against PL illusions. Well, right now Infamous have no wave. PL also does not have wave clear, so I think that applies both ways. If anything, there is wave clear in the form of the Bat Rider, so TNC maybe with a slight edge there.
Firefly to clear the PL illusions. It's gonna work only until maybe 2024. Yeah, until he has items that he doesn't. So Puck is a pretty good ban. I think it's one of the best heroes to pair with the Lycan. Puck.
Yes.
But then again, when I look at their lineup, they have a Bat Rider offlane. They probably want something more like a semi carry for lane.
The Queen maybe is one that
I like those kind of heroes more, but Puck still scales really well into late game nowadays with the talent, because you get the 25 talent, you have a lot of items.
Queen of Pain for Cuckoo. Definitely, we've seen this with EG a lot. They pick the Lycan and they get a mid for like Sumail, like the Puck, the Quap, that can really benefit from the Howl. You can really push your mid hero to the limit when you have that extra HP, extra bit of damage. And Queen is a hero that doesn't have to worry about the Puck as a counter pick now. Definitely a matchup that the Queen of Pain loses these days, at least ever so slightly. But we'll have to worry about the Night Stalker. Night Stalker, one of the best 4 positions to bully the mid lane. Let's see what TNC look to get to try and match up against that Night Stalker.
Yeah, for Infamous right now, they are going to have to think about the wave clear. Because PL, like you said, PL and Night Stalker, they can't deal with the potential Necrobook and the Wolves, and at some point, you're going to have to deal with it. You can slow him down by maybe putting a strong lane against the Lycan, but Lycan is one of those like lane, like he can absorb the pressure, because Lycan is a bit like let's say a BB safe lane. You don't really care if he gets like a dual lane, aggressive dual lane. He's gonna be getting his levels, and eventually he can hold himself in the lane. He's that kind of carry, a pressure absorbing carry. I would put that. And Infamous goes for Disruptor, a good position 5 here to catch out the Queen of Pain. Like the Glimpse, Static Storm.
Okay.
Oh, the Tim's Earth Spirit.
Focus on the mid lane when I see this pick.
Yeah,
It's like they've got
Spirit
Night
co-op.
Stalker, we want Earth Spirit, we want high kill potential. If Night Stalker tries to harass Co-op, we roll on him, we try and kill him. This is an aggressive mid lane.
Yeah, and it's gonna give them like a good way to kill the PR. The silence is very good against him. Before he gets the Manta, of course. So I think all in all, TNC has a very like solid draft, very solid. They have Catch, they have Wave Clear, they got Team Fight, they have Siege with the Lycan, they have AoE in team fights. So a lot of things going on for them. They have Roshan control, and for Infamous right now, very tricky corner. They have to decide how are they gonna deal with this push. Do they pick more Wave Clear or like some team fight hero?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is like VP, you get like the Darkseid with the Disruptor or something, get some team fight wombo.
They're gonna have to deal with this push one way or the other. Either with strong team fight, you defend your tower, or you keep buying time with Wave Clear.
Ooh.
They're still sticking to their good lanes.
They're gonna do PL mid, it looks like, with this. The PL versus the Co-op.
PL is good against
Yeah.
Co-op because there's no point poisoning, like using your dagger, your Shadow Strike on PL because he just removes it with the Doppelganger, and you can harass the Queen of Pain with your lance. It's quite annoying for her. So I think
Started out as kind of an SEA meta thing, but we've seen a lot in the NA pub scene at least
it's
over
like
the last weeks.
very minimal synergy with their heroes though. Like
Very single target. Weaver
it's
PL.
all single target.
Still no way to clear the Necrobooks, the push that could come from TNC.
I don't know. I don't really like the Weaver pick too much, even though I can see the reasoning. And Weaver, like I talk about this so many times already. Weaver against Bat Rider, one of the hardest lanes for Bat Rider to play.
Yes.
Very difficult for him to kill Weaver in the lane, and very easy for Weaver to kill the Bat. Now it's a Weaver Disruptor, so Bat Rider is gonna. This is one of the hardest lanes. Disruptor and Weaver. If you're alone in the off lane and you're up against the Disruptor, that's like one of the hardest supports to lane against because of the Glimpse and the Thunder Strike.
Well, right now Infamous is setting up their draft to win at least 2 of the 3 lanes and perhaps contest all 3.
Remember what I told you about Infamous previously earlier? Like they are very good at playing their heroes, but they are not good at thinking about the bigger picture, how to win this game.
Yeah.
They're just picking like really good lanes, really counter picks. You know, oh Disruptor is good against Co-op, Disruptor is good against Bat Rider. Oh Weaver is good here, Weaver is very good against Bat Rider. Then we can have PL. PL mid against Co-op is all good matchups. This is how I see the way they are thinking of the draft, but they are not thinking of how are our 5 heroes going to beat their 5 heroes, and what are they trying to do? They have a Lycan, Quad, all this like.
And then ultimately, how do you actually achieve victory? You know, how do you take objectives? How do you take over the map? Because that's where you maintain more farm and are able to just, you know, get map control. And that's something their lineup doesn't do well. They don't push buildings well. They don't necessarily make those good movements. They go for some late game now. Some team fight, definitely a lacking area of their draft.
It's not too bad. This pick is actually quite okay for the overall situation that they have here. And because they're gonna focus on the other 2 lanes, so you want an off lane that can take care of yourself. Like you make sure you get farm like a Clockwork, Earthshaker, Enigma, because you can jungle Clockwork and Earthshaker because you can block the creeps, and then you get your farm.
Also, the hero that's going to be kind of the designated Lycan counter in some ways. It's the hero that's meant to deal with him when he gets farmed. You catch him in a BKB black hole, and then suddenly you've locked him down in place when he's ulted.
In some way, yes. That's but it's just long. It's a very long. I wouldn't say like a hard counter. Hard counter would be like some Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker, I think, is a hard counter.
Counter in the sense you've now got a way to kill him in the mid to late game. Like in a team fight, there's a very clear goal for the Enigma, which is to catch the Lycan and anyone else if possible in the black hole. That's going to be the main target for the Enigma to black hole.
For me, the hardest hero is definitely Bloodseeker for Lycan to play against. Bloodseeker is just like you don't want to play against that as Lycan. So right now, they are going to round out their draft with T-Burn having a last pick. How times have changed. T-Burn's hero.
I wonder if they want to go for the push and get like a Shaman.
They want something to stop Black Hole, I guess.
Warlock.
Okay. This is the first Warlock pick.
There was one other Warlock pick. I saw a tweet about Warlock being picked for the first time.
Silencer was banned, so this is the other hero that can stop.
It's a good choice.
And they banned because they banned Rubik as well. And Infamous banned Rubik. Rubik was a pretty good ban considering their last pick because they had Weaver. Weaver and Enigma, both heroes, will give Rubik a lot of good things to steal. I think I like this overall last pick for TNC. Gives them a cancel for the black hole, BKB black hole. It gives them solid lanes because like Warlock always like stabilizes your lane a lot. It helps the carry farm, the heal, and it gives you a very good lane presence, but it doesn't give you too much catch. But on the other hand, Earth Spirit is their catch. Earth Spirit and Bear Rider. So more or less the whole draft is very balanced throughout. Everything is available for TNC. Whereas Infamous, they're gonna have to rely on their laning prowess. They're gonna have to do very well. They have Night Stalker, which is really good in the lane, early lane. Enigma can take care of himself. So they have to focus on at least winning one of their break even. Like Enigma's gonna break even or just do whatever he can on there. The other two lanes are the crucial lanes. They need to be able to do well in the other two lanes. Shut down the Bat Rider. I think Bat Rider is going to have a hard lane against Weaver plus Disruptor. So the Night Stalker, he needs to make sure that mid lane is good for Team Ado. Because PL against Corp, I think if you help him a little bit, PL can actually do really well in this lane. So I think that is the primary game plan for Infamous. Win the other two lanes and let Enigma do get whatever he can on the off lane and try to snowball from there. Night phase will be, if they snowball from, I think if they get a good laning phase, they snowball from the night time, everything could be good for Infamous. But if that doesn't happen and you reach a point where, oh no, TNC has all their ultis up, they have rock, they have magnetized, they have
definitely if that first night or two can be effective and they slow down like the Warlock level 6, you know, and they really take a few, like take at least the offlane tower or a tower or two while Warlock isn't level 6, they can do some damage.
It's a lot of ifs, right?
Yes.
They need to do a lot of things. They have to play a very good game of Dota to win, whereas for TNC's lineup, they don't have to play a very good game. They just need to make sure that, oh, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't have to do an extra move, you know, an extra special move. Like for Infamous lineup, they have to play very well. They have to play perfect to win.
Okay. Yeah, it does feel like there's less room for error for Infamous. But at the same time, they have the ability to snowball. They have very strong laning heroes. They've gone for the counter picks. You talked about it. You know, they see the Bat, they get the Weaver, the PL mid against the Quap isn't necessarily a winning matchup, but with a bit of help could be a winning matchup.
You know when you would do that? When you're playing in pubs. You look at the heroes, oh, this hero is good against this. That's like, basically that's how I feel they're drafting, you know. They're like, oh, this pick is good against these two heroes, oh, we're gonna pick this, we're gonna pick this. This is good against that hero in the lane.
Yeah, Tomato's like, alright, this is a pub and my enemy 8k MMR players pick Quap, who do I want? Okay, PL pick good. I'd pick a PL.
It's like, if this team gets some sort of like guidance, like if they have some experienced player to pull everything together and give them the good matchups, and on top of that have a good game plan on how to win the game, I think this team can be good.
Guidance.
Yeah, this team can be really good.
He's talking about himself.
Wow!
Well played, Parker. Well played.
Wow!
Not like I know some, like, what do they speak in Peru? Spanish? Not like I know Spanish. Whatever they speak there.
Yeah, they've got a few English-speaking players, but I mean, they play NA pubs, you know.
No, the guy hates me, you know. He tagged himself up as Winter Gold Cast when I was public because he hates teaming with me, and I hate teaming with him because I don't know what he's doing, and he just pings, and I don't know what he wants me to do.
Winter Gold Cast.
Stop playing my pubs.
Let's see that. Can I see his?
I'm sure I have freedom of playing whatever I want. I mean, doing whatever I want in my time.
I'm checking out his recent nicknames.
That's Queen Tekka. Queen Tekka. Yeah. I think Queen Tekka or Timado did that. One of them. I think it might be Timado actually.
I checked. I mean, you only see so many recent nicknames. It wasn't.
One of them. It's one of them. I don't know who.
That's great.
No, because if they just recently changed that, you can't actually see it from their. Because it only shows the names that you use the most. I think it doesn't show like.
Oh, okay. I thought the recent name just showed your most recent, like 6, 7, or 8 nicknames, but.
Don't worry, no one's watching this game.
Yeah, we can play. I mean, we're flaming you, Winter, right now. You know, the players were flaming you. I've been flaming you. You're on roast right now. I'm hearing all the stories about how you muted all these players and they hate you and you don't want me here. Whoa, he saw that ward. That is. I assume he saw that ward. He walked up. He popped the smoke. Maybe he didn't actually see it get planted, but.
They probably know the ward now. They know there's a ward here for sure, because the Earth Spirit is here. They broke the smoke. Do they have sentries?
I was talking about the Radiant ward that was planted right in front of...
Oh, I was talking another one, about this ward. The Earth Spirit rolled in to take this ward. Do they have sentry? They don't have a sentry?
So
They actually don't have a sentry?
ooh. A pub Dota.
Oh, is it in the career? Oh, it's in the career. Okay, okay.
They
I'm like,
seem to know.
I'm looking at the goal, it doesn't add up, but something is missing.
Surprisingly, Deepan did not realize this observer ward was planted. It was planted as the smoke popped, and the issue is Disruptor had another observer ward, so maybe
it didn't click on him on time, and when he clicked on him, he's
yeah,
like, oh,
he
maybe
still had one ward.
Yeah.
He thought the smoke popped and then he didn't plant
Because
the ward.
sometimes the guy only brings like one ward in, so it's not like 100% for sure, you know, if you didn't see him place the ward.
If he didn't see him with 2 wards and just clicked him after the ward was planted with 1,
Oh,
like you
mind
say.
games. Mind games.
Yep. So they get the D ward, and it looks like TNC will not. If they knew it was there, they surely would have planted the sentry already. They may figure it out a bit later.
Okay, let's see.
Sam H, Bat Rider at the bottom, going to be doing some shenanigans with the creep wave.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's going to be a very, very hard lane for Bat Rider. He plays Bat Rider a lot. I'm sure he knows this lane is close to impossible for a Bat 2 lane. So he's going to have to try and do this kind of creep pulls to be able to play the lane.
Yeah. He even has the TP scroll. He knows he's going to need a potential TP out. Dire Curry gets sniped. The Night Stalk, I believe, smoking. I've seen Matthew do that twice already today. He is so pesky.
Oh, Bat Rider might run into...
He runs to the left, surprisingly, but...
Right click. Okay, perfect.
Get
Perfect
it back.
Sam
Needs
H.
to now bring it up and meet this next creep wave, and that will be... Oh, loses 1. Not the end of the world.
So he gets... Okay, this is the best thing you can do. He pulls it to
Bit
the
too
wave
close.
in between the towers, but yeah, not perfect, but this is the best move you can do.
Yeah, you want to start denying this farm and pull the wave back. So it definitely wasn't perfect. If he got that extra melee creep, he'd lane beam off. The brawl going on.
So
could have done a bit more.
Disruptor has to pull the next wave back. You want to pull the medium camp and deny the next wave.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is what they're gonna do to rebalance. Like all these small little details in the lanes will change a lot.
Yeah, and this is what Dota is. Yeah, very much. These are the small things that you have to do to win your lane or at least break even.
So CS-wise, PL is actually as expected, having quite a good time in the campaign. Night Stalker is moving around, Earth Spirit is also moving around. Both of these they're just trying to scout each other because he realized the guy. Oh no, he has a bot, so he knows he walked here. So I was like, maybe he was scouting him. No, he has a bot. He actually has a perfect idea about where teams is actually moving. He saw him running up the ramp there with that bot. So he might be trying to kill the bat here. Steal the rune, kill the bat, maybe. Both of them are stealing each other's rune.
Stealing runes, sniping couriers. This is just typical 4-position things. Yeah, at least this game they're using their smokes, Matthew, able to snipe a courier with it.
you say I'm flaming, but you are the one flaming.
Stating facts, you know?
Oh, Cuckoo gets a regen. That's
had
big.
4 smokes in their inventory last game.
So that's gonna be big. Getting the regen. Look at the CS. He was actually falling behind, and he was so low on health. That regen actually saved the lane for Cuckoo.
Really want this kill. The Void is there with the Beetle, and Sam H is just straight up dead. He wants to get the kill on Matthew on his way out.
Oh, he's screwed. He's dead. First blood. Well
First
played.
blood. Nicely played.
Career? He's gonna go for
Oh, he's going for the kill. Wants Tomato.
Oh, no doppelganger. He used it earlier.
Has the kick back, does a bit of extra damage and some slow Tomato. Does look dead. Has the poor man shield 3 seconds
Ah, he's dead.
and a bit.
One more right click.
It's close. He's got the bottle charges. He's using them. One more poison tick with the salve.
Oh my
And the
god.
doppelganger
Alright, this
back.
guy is a boss.
He even dodged
he
the last
dodges
Shadow
the
Strike,
last-
so
yeah,
he's
he-
still got the salve. Or he dispel? Do you dispel the?
Yes, you
dispel
dispel it.
Yeah,
you
he
dispel it.
He dispelled
That's
it.
why this is a very good lane for PL.
Yeah, very nicely done. Does have
Oh
the Shadow
my
Strike
God.
again. He's actually leveling up the Shadow Strike, surprisingly, considering he's against a PL.
Still wants to try and kill him, you know?
Yeah.
If you go for the scream, you're basically saying I'm not gonna try and kill him. But that's not what Cuckoo wants. Jeez, this guy is so good.
Very talented young
16-year-old, right? How I know this guy's very
man.
young.
He's young. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but I think I've been heard as well.
Let's Google it.
You're the one, Kokasen. You can tab out.
Nah,
How
it's
old
okay.
is
I will
Tomato?
remain professional with you.
Yeah, that's all. That's stuff the viewers want to know. Tab out. Check the Twitch chat.
So
He's
bad,
12, by
because
the
of the pool. Even though he died, he has a good amount of last hits and experience.
Yeah, he's actually doing very well in this lane. It's one of those kind of acceptable offlane deaths. Sometimes dying as an offlaner, if they have to use a lot of spells, it was like multiple Thunder Strikes,
And
the
3
Swarm,
heroes as well.
3 heroes. That's kind of a death where you're just like, okay.
That's why Timada was under pressure because the Night Stalker was killing the bat. And now it's nighttime. But Stalker, Matthew is still level 1. He has a bottle that is being owned by Team Arlo, so he's going to refill the bottle for him.
Tomato needs that bottle. He is very low in this mid lane, and there we go.
He needs his level 2. Yeah, very important. So Night Phase kicks in, Stalker finally level 2. Enigma's farming the way with his arcane boots, so he's getting what he wants.
Matthew rotating down bottom has been spotted by the Dire Ward, so Samage knows this is coming.
They're not winning the lanes hard enough. I think they are still ahead of the lanes, but because
cancels it.
Okay.
Done with the void. Matthew brings out the applause for that one, and he's looking for more. Wants Sam H, but can't really fight the Firefly. Weaver goes charging forward, and with the void, the Observer Ward may be enough to set this kill. Sam H trying to get Matthew there, won't quite do so, and the Beetle will be farmed. Get that last hit? Yep.
I mean, they are winning their lanes. I mean, but
Not
comparing the
perhaps?
actually not a lot. PR and Co-op is about same net worth. Lycan and okay, Weaver is having a lot more than, and then Enigma's more than. But it's not by a huge margin though. And I talk about the win conditions, right? For TNC, they don't have to play. They don't have to like really win the early game, or they don't have to have very big plays, you know, to win the game. They're gonna have a good lineup. They just need to play solid, but they need to do to win. Whereas Infamous needs to be making a lot of really big plays, doing exceptional stuff to win this game. So for now, they need to keep doing it.
You use up that shrine.
Timado and Matthew made 2 very good plays, surviving mid and getting the roll boulder cancel with the void to get the kill.
Matthew's been definitely the stand-up player for this Infamous side.
I've been talking about him a lot. I've been liking his plays.
Very unique way of using the mid lane as bottle again. He gets past it and goes and picks up the rune for his team. He's going to hold on to it for now as he does head towards bottom. Tomato forfeiting his right to be a bottle owner.
Forfeiting?
Yeah. No, that bottle's no longer yours. Do you have a right to carry that bottle, Matthew? I'm going to have to check that one. This is America. Tomato at mid. Gonna get some friends to come help him out. Matthew come down, but the damage is not really there as Cuckoo does have an ultimate. Maybe looking to use that fairly soon.
So if things are quiet like this, it's very good for TNC.
You say that, but they're still not farming all that well in these lanes. You can see the Batrider well behind the Enigma. Enigma's a hero that kind of does just want to play a slow-paced farming game. While the PL, the Weaver may want kills, I don't think all of Infamous's heroes want that fast-paced game.
Glimpse.
Kill on Sam H. So we'll take our attention back to King Tekka on the Enigma. Warlock is coming in. This is not an easy kill to get for these 2 support heroes, but it's a level 5 Warlock. Holy cow. Demon is very high level, and that is going to be enough to get the kill.
Yeah, because they didn't block any of the camps, the full camps. I always stress that it's important that when you have an offlane Enigma, you try if you can to block the full camps. But Fufu got killed by nice soccer.
Nice soccer. Did he have his he had his first point in the silence at level 3, so managed to find it. TP back in from 1437. He wants his 6p. He's like, alright, there's a big wave of the tower.
He's 6 soon, right?
He's now.
He's already 6 after this. Okay. 7 minutes 50 seconds, yeah.
Bottom lane. Glimpsed in 7 seconds. Sam H.
He looks like he's probably dead.
Doesn't have Firefly.
Enigma's
very, very dead. Queen of Pain gets the kill. Tomato goes down. A solo kill from the Queen of Pain. Respawning with the Sonic Wave using it. Sam H meanwhile going down as well. Very...
They know there's vision now because of that kill. They know that TNC has some sort of vision there. So... Warlock has his arcane boots. Let's see how much can they get down with the rock here. Can they make a smoke play with anyone, or Sonic Wave is down. Osprey needs a lane to get his level 6, but I think they are still quite strong with this rock is very early.
We've actually headed top now, looking to perhaps pressure the Lycan a bit. Does only have the 1 point in the passive.
It's a Lycan though. Lycan doesn't care.
Yeah.
Pharaoh Impulse.
So yeah, Pharaoh only 1 point though.
Oh yeah, he's gone for this build.
Gone for the Wolves build. And does have the Poor Man Shield on this though, so he's somewhat resilient.
So here we go. They're gonna start to set up at the bot lane. T-Ban's here, what's in base. They need to get the 2 observers out. Maybe place one around the jungle and try to take this safe lane power off the Infamous. let Lycan just hold his ground top lane, and Lycan can just TP at the last moment to join the teammates ultimately.
Sam H is going to do some jungling. Has a triple and a double stack, so we can try and work on that drum most likely, or could consider rushing a Blink Dagger.
This game, I think, let's see, this game, I think because there's also period, you can get the drums first. You need your dagger. You want to fight now with the Warlock ultimate, I think.
Yeah, that's where the drums is going to be a nicer build up.
That's probably better. I'm not sure if he's going to do it, because sometimes you just have the bracer, and then you think about it, whether you need to get the Blink fast or you can afford to finish the drums.
Yep.
I think this game you can get the drums if you want.
Top, getting in, just a little bit of cheap harass. Even his time at this top lane may be limited. He may have to just head towards that bottom lane and TP out of this one if Infamous
I think the
brings too many
Lycan
heroes.
should come bottom. Maybe he should come bottom to take this tower. The Lycan and the Warlock are going to be very strong together taking towers now. They need to somehow find a way to involve both of them in the same place to take towers. Because the Warlock feels like, look at what T-Ban's doing. Because he's level 6 so early that he feels like he wants to fight, but he can't fight alone.
Raven be in some trouble here. Black Hole is used, catches him just on the edge.
This is why I said that
Queen of Pain will get some revenge kills.
So what? Sonic Wave and Black Hole, 1 kill apiece.
Weaver still may.
Oh, rock! He's gonna rock!
Trouble. He'll do it. The Shikuchi's come back up. I think he's gonna live here though. Yeah, Vengeance is fine.
Okay.
Ambitious.
That's because he. You know, this is the thing that is gonna happen when you get your level 6 early, and then you're not. He has his level 6 in what, 8.5 minutes. It took them 3 minutes to use the ulti. There's a high chance of you not using the ulti properly when you have it for so long. He got a bit impatient.
Should just use it to farm the jungle, you know. And catch up Matthew.
Oh, baited. Baited.
Scott Friend, it's Axel. He's actually taking a lot of damage, so Cuckoo going to take his way through, gets one more Scream off. No blink available though, so he's going to go down as Axel looks to scurry away from this chasing Warlock Golem. Tim. Oh, he's actually going to get the kill on Tim's. Nicely played. He dies for it, but still a win for him as 1437. Use that heal. He's going to do so on himself, but took a bit too long to get it out and does not out-heal the Weaver's damage output. Infamous looking much better here in game number 2.
That was a very good trade for Infamous in the end. Rock down, Black Hole down, Sonic Wave not used down for a minute. Oh, that's all on the Enigma.
Stunned as well. That was
He's going all in.
Very sloppy play from Sam H, who went aggressive without any backup. Very deep underneath the tower there, and that was a very easy turnaround for
This is actually not looking good at all. For they're letting TNC is letting Infamous snowball very hard now. They are getting further and further behind because of all these things happening right now. They need to focus on. Like I said just now, they had the Warlock ulti early, but they needed to fight together with... The Warlock should be with the Lycan in the same lane, taking one tower. They were trying to play too many lanes just now by having the Lycan hold the top lane. And Warlock and Earth Spirit was at bottom for like, what, 2 minutes? A good 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. They needed the Lycan to TP to bottom, push the tower together, and, you know, use the rock that way.
Well, the thing is, even if you don't use the rock, you still get a tower out of it. Like, let's say you TP Lycan bottom.
Worst case scenario, you trade one apiece.
Yeah, you trade towers there.
But you're going to take the tower fast if you're Lycan. You're going to push the tower faster than the other guy. So I think that was basically the main thing that went wrong there. I'm sure they noticed after the Warlock dropped the rock and everything, but it was really too late. So they just need to get their act together. Maybe with the next rock, they can win a big team fight. Now they have Magnetize on teams.
Eye out this bottom lane. We'll see them roll on in under. Next rock, not for 15 seconds, but they will kill the support nice and quick.
Good start.
You have to be careful. 1437 getting chipped away at by this Weaver.
Good start. They got the tower. But in the meantime, top lane is getting pushed out by the Eindolens. PL has been pushing mid.
Yep.
So what is Timado? Timado has a... Oh, he has Diffusal. Oh, he's actually quite farmed. So early Diffusal.
All 3 Radiant cores are topping the net worth right now.
Early Diffusal, Midas into Mech by Queen. Mech. I guess this game you can go Mech plus Hype. Then you, because they don't have enough team fight, so you use items to compensate.
Do they see him? They get him with the silence. Stun will follow it up. Can they get the burst damage here? He dodges the rock. Oh, slightly too late. They will still get the kill, it looks like, as he tries to doppelganger after the black hole, but he gets actually glimpsed out of it, only catches the Lycan in the end, and Lycan still shapeshifted up, is just going to turn and fight, finish off the kill. The stun barely misses Axel, and Raven gets a double kill before he even dies there. The
Weaver's going to clean up.
He's looking to clean up here. He won't actually get the kill on the Earth Spirit. He's not cleaning up. Only a couple of kills going their way. 3 for 2, favoring TNC, getting some good ultis off.
Close fight.
Lycan and PL dying. 2 cores dead on the Radiant side, just the 1 core on the TNC side. Definitely TNC coming out on top. And the other big thing is it was 4v5. Sam H was farming his Blink while that was going on. He's had such a rough game. He was 0-4, struggling a lot. So the fact his team can win a fight while he farms is fantastic.
I mean, it's kind of, I said it's going to be a hard Bad Rider game because of the heroes. Night Stalker Disruptor Weaver, PL. You're probably going to get Lasso on the I think Enigma should be, because in the team fights, Warlock goes in with the rock, and the thing that you worry the most is the counter initiate from the black hole. So I think that's going to be Sam H's job. Yeah. Make sure that the black hole does not come out. Later on, if King Tekka gets like a BKB or a Lincoln Sphere, then you may want to save the Warlock. Oh, that's it. On to the PL. Silence.
They've got him again. The vision, the scouting from these Lycan Wolves are setting up these ganks. The previous initiation came from it, that one there as well. They're just using these Lycan Wolves to great effect as they turn 1 kill into 2. And again, we see maybe a little bit similar to game 1, some great individual play, understanding of how to use individual heroes, but the team play, the team movement is something TNC are just better at. Yeah, they should be actually quite be playing quite safe there, because okay, this is number one. Number one, I would say previously TNC invaded their jungle, right? So they didn't even put they didn't try to put sentries. Like you see teams play when they lose a team fight in their jungle, they need to reclaim the area. So you would generally see teams putting sentries up there, because you know that they invaded. They're probably gonna have wards around there. So I think the ward scouted out maybe one of them, and then the wolf scouted the other guy. So that's probably the reason why they vision leads to victory. So so right now, Infamous, what do they need to do? They just got the mech. Wait, Black Hole in 50.
Black Hole in 50.
Can they really team fight without
nighttime is available because of darkness, but the real nighttime comes in 3 minutes.
You know, one of the biggest issues with their draft, we haven't maybe touched on that much, is they don't really have a good catch hero. Like, if they smoke up and try and find a pick, they don't really have anyone to easily initiate. It's like, okay.
Glimpse is good, bro.
Not as reliable as... It's not like a blink stun. It's not a disable in that sense.
It's not a Bad Rider initiation, but you can catch heroes with Glimpse.
Rock is ready. They are smoked up this bottom lane. He's going to glimmer himself in. Theban. What's he going to get with this one? Looking for the lasso. Theban goes incredibly far forward. Is he even going to drop the rock?
What's going on?
He does do so. Earth Spirit follows up with a stun, and Matthew going to go down to start things off. Theban does die for it. The tower falls as well. Queen of Pain blinks in to follow it up. They've caught the Weaver, and he gets off the time lapse. Oh, just barely time-lapsing out of there, and Sam H is suddenly realizing this fight has been lost. Worth? Not worth? Don't know about...
It's okay.
It's okay?
Still a call kill. And they didn't have stuns there.
Yeah, it was the only way they were going to get the kill. Batrider was going to TP on out if they didn't Black Hole. Raven was not there for that fight.
There was some major mishap there from... I think, even though Warlock seemed like...
Tims! You bold man. He goes in with a magnetized Sonic Wave to back him up. The Static Storm was there and will punish him for it. Benches, Blink Screen.
Oh, big kill. Godlike Streak.
845 gold. Massive for Cuckoo's Queen of Pain. What a ballsy play from Tims. TNC. Shot calling, definitely something they've kind of done well this game.
Done well. They've been doing very well since T-Burn came in. Like their shot calling got so much better with T-Burn. Even though I think he was expecting the Bad Rider to go like maybe 2 seconds, like 1 or 2 seconds ahead. That's why he looked like, wait, what the Warlock?
He just walked in and then he was like, okay, wore off, and
then like, oh, my bat hasn't gone in.
Well, the bat I think was going to go in, but then Weaver used Shikuchi unexpectedly, just perhaps like clear some creeps, and then he couldn't. He wanted to go on the Weaver, but
there's like some sort of miscommunication there. He thinks that the Bad Rider's going, and the Bad Rider doesn't want to go, and then he got caught. Oh shit! I mean that really bad position now. Oh, Disruptor, what's up, bro?
Trying to ward.
They're gonna deward this time. They didn't get it in the first time in the, before the creep spawn, level 1.
This time.
Same ward.
Same ward, different time. Be cool.
Okay, so back to state of the game.
PL has Boots of Travel on now.
This is still quite even in terms of network, but lineup. Actually, late game, if you think about the late game, they have BKB Black Hole.
They don't deal well with the PL illusions pushing lanes as well outside of the Queen of Pain.
PL is quite annoying. No, Queen can when he gets to the Shiva's Maelstrom, he can actually deal with it late game. And maybe Lycan needs to, I don't know what items can you buy, because I've never seen a Lycan with Maelstrom. So Lycan would, I think, struggle the whole game.
There was a Lycan with Maelstrom at this event.
Lycan should struggle the whole game.
I think Envy went the build with the Maelstrom.
Was it against an Illusion hero?
I think so. I want to say it was like a Midas Boots of Travel. It was a Midas Necrobook into Maelstrom.
When you say Maelstrom Lycan, of course you would think about the person that you would think to win.
Yeah. I want to say it was him. It may not have, but I think it was a good chance. Dual Scepter is there. Is he going to hold on to it for now? Trying to survive his way through the Static Storm.
Oh, he's dead. Okay, flap.
Silences him. They've got vision. They'll get the kill. Felt like, should he have used earlier there? Or I guess he figured he would get silenced if he used.
If he used too early, he drops down. He's still silenced by the Disruptor. Then the Night Stalker can silence him after that.
Yeah. Is the blink faster than the Night Stalker silence animation?
No, he's still silenced by the Disruptor.
Yeah,
that's why he can't do anything.
But should Matthew have been able to silence him then after the Yules or not? Because I don't know what's faster, the Crippling Fear or the Quap blink.
The Quap has to, if the Quap is blinking the direction that you are facing,
it's faster.
It's faster, yeah. I think. I'm not sure, but silence has a very short, there's a wind up.
Yep, as is there with the blink. They're, I think, fairly similar.
So they're gonna take the fight with the Grok and the Magnetize. Here we go.
The glimpse is there to break the lasso, but it was still a fairly lengthy one. Night Stalker and Weaver both dropping. Weaver unable to get off the time lapse, and now barely escaping as the Disruptor. Tomato, that's the big kill, and they're gonna get the Yules. Cancelling his TP out. Tomato goes down.
Big kills there.
Big team fight prowess being displayed by TNC, the Filipino pride.
They got too comfortable because the ward there. They had a ward. They don't see anything. Oh, TNC's not coming. Let's take the tower store. But then TNC had used their smoke, all ultis up.
Surprise!
And Enigma was not there, so he was farming. So they had numbers disadvantage as well.
Feels like this mech build is just something we don't see all that much on the Enigma anymore as well. I'm not sure it's really paid off this game.
The person that does this a lot was Poppy. He used to play Enigma a lot. He's Enigma would go, Mech Pipe, Crimson Guard, all the stuff.
That was more like the jungling support Enigma. It feels like the meta right now is much more about this scaling greedy Enigma.
Yeah, because think about it, they don't have a strong team fight as TNC. So they are trying to compensate it up with some items like a mech, a pipe, or whatever they're going to buy. He's going to go BKB next. So I think that's maybe one of the considerations why you get the mech. Oh, flap, going to see the Stalker, the Earth Spirit, but there's a bunch of heroes beside teaming there.
I think the way we're seeing these team fights break out is TNC are throwing their ultimates very early. If Enigma's there with a blink BKB, he can go in and get a good black hole off because the Warlock is dropping the ultimate early. And even if Warlock then stops throwing the ultimate early, it means you're fighting with Rock not being used. 1437 is going to have to hold onto his ultimate and wait for the Enigma to go in with the BKB.
He's actually very fat, the Warlock. Oh
my
god.
Incredibly fun. He got the Midas after the Glimmer Cape. He's at 5.6k net worth. Not feeling like a support. Theban definitely...
Did he get promoted? He promoted himself.
But the thing is, he promoted himself without demoting his teammate. They've just got 2 4s now. That's great.
Well said, Puck. Well said,
That's what every team wants to have.
Top lane, they're going to set up a defense here.
Once again, no Warlock ultimate this time around, though.
They have Aegis on Quap, Sonic Wave.
She's trying to just...
Everything else is available apart from the
Lycan goes in with the ultimate. Bat Rider needs a lasso. We'll find it. And the glimpse is too slow. Well, not that was too slow. It does not actually break in time as they get one.
Why are they trying to push this power?
They feel like they want to take the fight and pressure them while Rock was down, but...
even the other 4 spells, I think with the Quap Aegis, they can just easily take the fight.
And we saw Quap just blinked into 3 heroes there, knowing that if they use spells on her, she might die, but she has an Aegis and they'll win the fight.
I think they can only take the fight.
They get the stun on the Weaver. This is bad. Lincoln's will proc. He gets the Shikuchi out just in time. Luckily for him, there was no lasso.
Heals? Oh, no mana.
Blink.
Didn't have mana for
Heals is
heals.
clarity. Could be close.
Oh,
He's got it.
you should be dead.
It's daytime.
Oh,
Okay.
no TP.
It was daytime, no longer. Yeah, no TP.
Should be
Flame
dead.
break available, and yeah, they'll chase him on down. Nice pick, Cuckoo. Some good calculations there. See 1437 getting ran at by the Weaver, but Glimmer Cape being as farmed as you. This farmed against like normally big playing against Weaver PL is just so annoying as a support, but when you've got Arcane's Glimmer, Midas doesn't really feel that bad.
I think they have to chill, wait for the BKB on Enigma. They cannot be just taking all these spikes. They're not as strong as TNC when you group up 5 heroes together. And on top of that, they have the Aegis.
And this Weaver has a Linken's now to protect himself against the lasso, but also just doesn't do much damage. This Linken's Dragonlance build is not gonna really do much. The Raven's got 3k HP. The Quap has an Aegis and is almost at a Shiver's Guard as well. Has the recipe and just needs another 1500 gold.
They are not at a strong stage right now. Like not a good power timing for them to fight. They have to wait for the next round of items. The BKB on Enigma, really crucial. Weaver to get his first DPS item.
They're going to be able to break the Lincolns, they do, but the lasso was not there immediately. They were glimmering the bat to try to get him in. Good attempt. The gem is on the bat as well. That is the key here. As TNC look to just perhaps take some of these outer towers. Necro 3, very good tool. There is a bit of a push coming top, but the split push threat is not that scary from Infamous perhaps. Maybe with the PL, but right now there is a tier 2 tower that TNC have to go through first, so it does look like Infamous can force them back via this top lane.
Time. That's what Infamous needs right now. One more round. I think a few more minutes.
TNC will actually push faster here. They've got the Necro 3.
They have to go back and defend with Midnight Pulse.
They're pinging
Where's
top. I mean, they could split
where's the
push,
Enigma?
but they're gonna
Enigma's
push
not going
slower.
back? Okay, he's going back now.
He's going back, as is the PL. They only leave Weaver, but
Oh,
Weaver
no,
can
this tower's gonna take a lot of
push
damage.
that fast. Flips back onto the bat. Gonna blink out as well. The Weaver is committing for that top lane. We'll see this tier 3 tower actually taking some significant damage. Top lane down below 300 health. Good damage, good split push coming in. He actually ends up doing more damage than TNC did bottom.
Holy shit, they did more damage than the Lycan.
Yeah, we had the siege creep, I guess, being the big part there, and I did not expect the Weaver alone to be able to do that much damage compared to a Necro 3 Howl Lycan.
Because of the armor thingy. Because
Yes.
they had a lot of heroes there, the tower had more armor.
Whereas the top one only has one hero with the bonus 2 armor and a siege creep on it. I think a big difference for the defense.
So they should be able to get BKB before the next fight. That's really good news for Quinteka. What other items are coming up? Maelstrom and Weaver. Oh, PL has completed a big item. Axe, yes, it's Axe. This is big.
Good deep push out of this.
Yeah. And for TNC, what's their next round on items?
Got the, Shivers, yeah.
Yeah, Shivers is big.
Shivers, then probably see the Mjolnir type build. Other than that, Bat
TNC
Riders.
still wants to fight.
Yeah, they're playing around this bottom lane. Lycan has ultimate 15 seconds. He is going to be going into that Maelstrom build. Has it queued up at least. Realizing that this... once you see that Ags on PL, you almost have to. Is the thing. Very annoying to deal with these illusions. I would imagine both Quap and Lycan building some Maelstroms this game. Not sure if there's really any other items or heroes that can deal with the illusions, as Warlock not that well suited, nor so much is the Earth Spirit.
So they have like, TNC has like 2 deep wards down, actually 3 wards around. I think this was not so deep. So they have 2 deep wards in the lanes. That's gonna give them very good information. Roshan is up in the next few minutes. If they're not going for this push, it means they're gonna wait for Rosh.
On TNC's side, you think?
Yeah, but I feel like
They don't actually have that big of a lead right now.
I feel they have to be forcing more though, because when it goes to, like I said, after 30 to 40 minutes, they actually won't feel that strong anymore. Because Enigma, BKB Black Hole, very strong. They can
We're
only
at
use
that
the
point,
rock
yeah.
to stop, and the other heroes, PL is very strong against TNC's heroes that game.
We'll see if the itemization can account for the PL
double
factor.
Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Double
It
Maelstrom.
may just come down to the itemization, getting level 25 with the spell lifesteal on Quap. Things like this may tip the balance back in TNC's favor, but as it stands, it's just about a 3,000 gold lead and far from a significant edge for TNC. It's a slight one, but it's still got work to be done.
Roshan will be up soon, so I think TNC has just decided that they want to wait for that before they siege again and make sure they take care of the lanes. Because the last time the Wii was able to do so much damage, they want to avoid that happening again.
Weaver's just creep skipping a bit this top lane, but
They have the gem to control the vision, so right now Infamous has not even one observer ward out in the field because of the gem.
so hard for them to move out on the map, and
Matthew?
contesting next roach will be hard because of it.
Oh, he got the silence!
May
never
still
mind.
be dead.
Still dead.
And Shadow Strike, yeah, just barely enough damage. Top lane is being cut, so this is the last creep wave. They're going to get a tier 2 tower at most. But I imagine they weren't going to go high ground even with the creep wave here. Most likely.
So they see the Enigma, or they might go for the Enigma. They see the Enigma running out with the ward. They might be able to catch him.
Yeah, looking for it, rolls on through, doesn't find him immediately. Potential BKB opportunity. Queen Tekka if he needs to just TP on out of there. But does have to respect the potential lasso. They're actually looking to take these extra outer towers, and we'll see if that even extends to a potential high ground push, as Tomato going to TP back, recognizing the base could be in trouble.
Yeah, but because the Lycan has gone for Maelstrom, so he doesn't have an armor item. He needs an armor. The Weaver actually hurts him now. PL and Weaver. He needs an armor item. Usually you go for the AC after this, but because of his build,
5 armor only.
he doesn't have much armor. It's not good for him. Okay, they're gonna need the AC. They're gonna need the Roche. And then some armor item, like maybe just a plate meal. And then they're gonna get the Roche and siege high ground.
It will get very scary with AC plus Mjolnir, but that's a lot of farm. It's not quite got yet.
Yeah, the problem is so there won't be a double Maelstrom yet.
Yeah, we see that later on, but yeah, for now,
But
just opting.
the PL is getting too big. He's gonna be a very annoying problem. They can't clear the illusions very well.
Well, being trapped in their base has led Infamous to finally venture out and pick up a gem of their own. These wards have really limited their ability to make plays on the map, and with the gem, hopefully with some dewarding, they should be able to do a bit more.
Let's see. Oh, Night Stalker has a use drums.
A lot of movement speed. You get rid of the silence, can help offer some extra control as well. This is the Synderen build, you know, he used to go Night Stalker
Synderen
heals.
build?
Going back to like 4 years ago when he played Night Stalker.
Okay.
Ask Synderen about his Yule's Night Stalker
I will.
build.
After this.
Okay.
He said, no, Parker's lying.
He's the innovator.
I have never done that in my life.
100%.
Oh, smoke, big smoke play.
Damage.
Here you go.
Ooh, doesn't get Tomato with it. Gets glimpsed back as well. Doesn't have a BKB. He's really highlighting right there that he does need one. Blink in from Cuckoo. Going very aggressive there on the Queen of Pain. Tim's getting glimmered up. That's going to save his life. But now a Night Stalker. Uh-oh, he's in a world of trouble. Matthew has just run right into the Wolves' Den as he gets chomped apart. TNC
Minimize
still fairly healthy.
casualties.
Yeah.
Get out.
There's still a lasso though.
Yeah.
Be worried about that one though. Sonic Wave for that kill. It's an Aghanim Scepter pickup on Queen of Pain.
I thought he wanted to buy BK. Okay, never
He's
mind.
changed his mind completely. That's going to be the
That's
answer to
helpful.
the PL illusion,
Yeah.
sort of. I haven't seen an Axe Cop in so long.
Yeah, actually, it's been a while. Haven't seen this item. Players have been going just because of the talent. You go for the Maelstrom,
Yeah.
Shivers. It's really strong late game. But right now, Aghanim's not bad against the illusions. And yeah, I guess it's also pretty good overall with the talent and everything. Not sure if it's better than the Maelstrom, but I can
Yeah, it
see
feels
why.
like just if it's just for the illusions, you still may have gone for the Maelstrom.
But the thing is, like, this gives you HP and makes you more tanky.
Yeah.
if you go Maelstrom, it doesn't give you stats.
It's one less long cooldown to play around, because Lycan's ulti cooldown now down to 51 seconds with the cooldown reduction. Sonic Wave's at 35. Quap actually has a cooldown reduction talent, so it means in the past it felt like, okay, Quap ulti, Warlock ultimate, you've got to play around these on cooldowns, but that's kind of been taken away by this Axe pickup. TNC can play a lot more fast-paced.
What does Warlock have? I think they need to look to Siege fairly soon though. I think the longer they wait right now, it's going to get harder. Because it's at the point where it's going to... The game is moving into the ultra late game stage. And that's going to be very good for the Enigma. Plus Night Stalker, the more levels Night Stalker gets, it's going to mean that he's going to limit the vision more with his ultimate. Game is going to get harder the longer you wait if you're TNC.
The Enigma didn't go for like the all-in late game build. Like this Greaves pickup, I think, does limit his late game potential.
But still, he has the Midas though.
Absolutely, he's still going to continue to farm well. But that like late game scary Enigma with like Octarine, Refresher, that's miles away. He
Yeah, but I can understand why he didn't go all in for the late game.
Yeah,
at that point he knows that maybe they might need his mech, even though they took a few bad fights. But I can understand why he went for the mech.
No, I'm not so much trying to criticize, more just comment that if going late game and getting to that scary Enigma stage will take not just 40 minutes, but maybe 50, 60 minutes here.
They have to go back. Where's the Enigma? They need to go back and lay down Midnight Pulse.
Going to be perhaps a bit late to the party. There's the TP from Enigma. So the Midnight Pulse will come out. Be careful with his positioning. There we go, summons it up. Link in from the Queen of Pain with Aegis. Cuckoo is so
ballsy.
He's confident. He's just paving the way for the tier 3 tower to go down. They've got Matthew with the lasso, but it does get broken by the glimpse. Raven needs to be careful. Has the cheese. That's going to heal himself back up.
Down.
Cuckoo has Aegis though. He gets the Sonic Wave off, killing off Matthew's Night Stalker. Now the nighttime will play into TNC's hands as they do have the Howl. Cuckoo blinks out, saves the Aegis for now. May just want to completely disengage.
Yeah, they already used the cheese though. They don't want to waste the Aegis.
Yep, and fall back to the shrine
just
if they
a
want.
Night Stalker kill, but they got the tier 3, so shrines are open up. Look at the wards of Infamous. They have 2 wards on exact same.
Yeah. Is there one at, oh, there's one on this left side.
Yeah, because they can't place like normal wards because of the gem. Oh, they find it!
Did he?
He saw it?
Pinged. His teammates are pinging. I don't think Sam H realizes.
I think they're scared that the enemy smoked out, that's why he backed
yeah.
off. That's why they use the scan.
That's not risky. Now he's going to go back out.
Okay.
Wow, even these wards getting dewarded. That is some cruelty from TNC with their gem.
Oh, Spirit has a solo crest now. That's going to be...
Everyone is getting very farmed.
It's going to be helpful.
Very
helpful.
The supports are at 10k net worth. That is scary stuff. And Theban going for a refresher, wanting to make sure he can cancel that BKB black hole, I imagine.
Or you can just suicide, you know? When you get your level 20 talent.
That's true. He's just about to hit that.
You run in and you're just like, oh.
Get a bloodstone.
I remember seeing a video about a Warlock bloodstone.
Ags Refresher. He had, I think, there was like a 6 or 7 Warlock Golem strat where you have Ags Refresher with Bloodstone and a ton of charges.
They scout out the Night Stalker with the wolves. Once again.
This micro from Ravens, like in this game, has been impressive.
Might not be his micro, you know?
Might not be. That's true.
Share control.
But whoever's it is, it's not just like 1 or 2 pickoffs. It's, again, this Enigma was found by the other Lycan Wolf.
What? BKB TP, okay.
It just feels like that's now the maybe 5th or 6th kill set up. And team fights have been set up. Like some of the team fights in the Radiant jungle earlier were entirely started by a Lycan Wolf scouting out heroes.
Yeah. They are very good at using... I don't see every team that picks Lycan do this enough. I know like RTZ does it as well.
Yeah.
And the other guy who plays it, who was the other guy?
Matu?
Yeah, Matu.
Yeah,
They're all
Matu
really
and
good.
RTZ.
They are all really good at using the wolves to give vision.
Raven's not necessarily known as much for his Lycan play, but definitely seeing, I would say, one of the top 3 Lycans. Like he's playing as well as Arteezy and Matu have played it, from what we're seeing here.
So right now, state of the game, they are gonna get both the shrines. any new items coming
Aegis
up.
has expired. Where's the quap at now? 4k gold hasn't bought anything.
Oh, he gets once
Another
again.
pick, another Lycan Wolf. They need that gem on someone like Matthew, it feels like. Black Hole coming in. Enigma wants to try and turn this one around. Tomato is there. Where is the Warlock? No ultimate coming in. Warlock's back in the mid lane. They killed the quap.
Oh, did he show himself? Was he farming the creeps?
I think he was.
That's probably why they actually went in with the Black Hole, that they saw the Warlock.
Sam H may lose his gem.
BKB TP.
BKB TP on out. Oh, barely escape. Very close.
You have to thank that +4 armor talent, you know. So, okay, huge pick up there by Infamous. They had to use a Black Hole, but very big kill. So that's going to give them time to farm. And we have reached a point, Ultra Late Game is coming in, 40 minutes. They're going to be double runes. You want to control the 2 runes. Illusion runes will be really game changing for like a PL. They're going to try to force high ground.
Seems very risky without the Black Hole. There is a
kinda
Bat
dangerous.
Lasso initiation, the Warlock Rock, Earth Spirit Magnetized, the team fight for a TNC. Even without this Queen of Pain, I am worried.
Oh, buyback?
He doesn't have BKB.
Oh, the Clips didn't cancel the lasso.
Oh my. Not what he was looking to do. They are getting this here through tower low. They're trying to hold on to the Queen of Pain buyback. There's the Warlock Rock dropping on top. Benja's getting very low and brought down. Who needs the Queen of Pain? Raven is here at your door.
They're forcing
Ready to
They're
defend.
forcing it too much though.
Yeah, we saw it earlier in the game as well. They got a bit of a lead.
Second time. Top
Same lane.
Same lane. Different
Right
tower, but
here.
same lane.
This time up here. They have a 1 hero advantage, or they feel they have an advantage, but it's not the
But
case.
they don't have Black Hole, that's why. They didn't have Black Hole, so they...
Both times they didn't have Black Hole.
So Warlock can actually just initiate with the rock. He doesn't have to save it for cancelling Black Hole.
Yep.
Okay. Weaver died, so it's gonna be bad for his item progression, but right now PL feels like the most important hero on their side. He is the strongest hero right now.
Can we get this kill? No, Sam H not going to go for it. He's in the neighborhood. Sam H is continuing to scout. Where's that gem on? So they lost their gem as well. Infamous. That is rough for them.
But the good news is like the game is still going on. They want to get to that. Oh, lasso? No.
Very bad news if he gets this kill.
Oh,
The
he missed the
BKB
stun. He missed the stun.
Yeah, didn't get the stun. Tomato pulls him back pretty deep here, but the follow-up damage just isn't there.
Well, that is the bail. The bail call right there.
Yeah.
Get out, get out.
Maybe with the Queen of Pain perhaps a bit too far to offer any follow-up damage, so looked like a promising opportunity, but I think TNC realized, let's not risk it. Roche is coming up soon. We can just
New gem.
fall back, reset. Yeah, they need a new gem. And Warlock with a refresher for the upcoming fight. Bit mana starved is the main issue.
Enigma will have his refresher too.
Yeah, Warlock has a refresher, Winter.
So they're both gonna cancel each other. No, okay. Here's the plan. Night Stalker. Find the Warlock. Silence him. Get your black.
I think the really nice thing would be Tomato. Find the Warlock, put some illusions on him so you burn his mana. Because his mana pool doesn't really support the double ulti.
You wish you have a blink for that, yeah? That's why you see sometimes PL players get a dagger. Dagger is quite good on PL.
If you just get him, burn his mana a bit, he will only be able to get one ulti off. Let alone stuff like Fatal Bonds, which can be very powerful.
Actually, think about it. Dagger is quite good here. Even now, like you can get a dagger. It's very strong on PL because you can jump onto the supports. You don't have to use your doppelganger to do it, and you can use it to get out. So it's very strong on the hero.
We will see that Warlock refresher now as Theban walks past. Breaking Observer Ward.
How often do you get to see Steven this bad?
Quite a lot, surprisingly. You know, the more I watch him, the more I'm seeing it. He is a 5-position player who knows how
is he
to
like
find...
the fattest 5-position player?
At this tournament, I'd say yeah. I think that was, I mean, from my talking to the NP guys was that, like with him, it was like that was sometimes what they felt was like when, you know, he left the team and all that, it was one of those things where he took a lot of farm and with a team that had some greedy core players that just didn't maybe fit with their style.
You have Jackie Mao, you have AUI, and you're still taking their farm.
With this team, you know, Sam H doesn't take much farm. Sam H doesn't mind being less farm, so it works better on this team.
Sam H just wants to win.
Yep. And they find the initiation, the Lycan Wolves.
Oh, this is big, this is big.
Scouting behind, they go straight for the tier 3 tower.
Oh, Enigma's not here.
Oh no, Enigma, the TP is coming in, but it may be too
he
late.
stopped his own TP! He stopped his own TP!
Oh no. The essence of Cloud9. No TP for the base defense being shown, and
He cancelled his TP.
I saw, yeah, that's it. I saw the TP happen on the minimap, and then suddenly he's just not there. A free, quick and easy racks as Matthew unable to cancel the Quops TP out. TNC is going to be like just wondering like where.
Did he just get scared because he saw TNC around there and he just cancelled his TP?
Probably a misclick.
They're gonna get the bat. Get the gem back.
The gem at least. Now got a backup gem.
Oh
There's still
my
one
God.
dire gem, I
guess
believe.
they might have still lost their... I don't know, man. That was still a mistake. Still a mistake, regardless of what happened. Stressful times?
Stressful times indeed. Raven's got the AC with the Mjolnir, so you mentioned he needs armor. He's now got that armor item. Bat doesn't actually have buyback, and is this rushing things? Infamous, pushing forward. Warlock has used Refresher, though.
Did they get the Refresher on the Enigma? Not yet.
Not yet. He's got the money for it, but wants to save. They may not be ready for this next Warlock ultimate. We'll see what Enigma can do with his Black Hole. The tier 3 tower does get glyphed up, Benches. The front line's just trying to finish this one off. He's kind of looking to be the bait for this fight. Tomato in the front lines as well, with a Heart of Harass.
Oh my God, the damage.
Hurt at this stage.
They can't deal with the illusions. They can't deal with the illusions.
Safe, calculated play. We're seeing so much more structure and clear decision making out of Infamous. As much as they did overextend Winter, there's been... They made calls, you know.
They're getting better.
Last game, they just made individual plays. They didn't make calls. This game, they've made some wrong calls, but I think the good news is they're actually communicating. We're actually seeing them make clear movements as a team around the map. Let's push top together. Let's back off. Let's take shrines.
This might be the game-winning smoke. If they get a good fight, they kill multiple heroes, this might be
the Lycan Wolves were scouting, but did not find them.
Did they see the smoke?
I don't think so. They walked past them after the smoke, but I don't think he actually saw the smoke.
Okay.
Dire Scan sees him now. They know. And
it's gonna be
TNC
too
get
late.
in there.
Yes, DD. Too fast. Arcane Root! Just when you think things gonna get better for Infamous with the DD on Weaver.
Enigma grabs it, and TNC probably just want to disengage here. Lycan Wolves.
Okay, buy the Refresher, bro. Buy the Refresher. And we're gonna have Arcane Root.
He's got money for it, and buyback. It's no longer... There we go. King Tekka.
Oh my God, actually late game right now, I think it's quite hard for TNC, yeah? Not that easy.
Sort of. At the same time, they've got the double rock, so at least they can deal with the Enigma.
But Warlock is quite vulnerable to like Weaver, Night Stalker, PL. They have three very good heroes that catch it. Like, all they have to do is make sure Warlock is dead and the BKB Black Hole is lost.
The Lycan just doesn't feel like a scary threat in a team fight.
He's past his prime.
Yeah, he's past his prime. If he's ever gets in the Black Hole, he's just going to do nothing, and it feels more like the Queen of Pain has to be the main carry in some of these late game team fights. Well, see how this works out. Mjolnir Quap going to be a necessity this game, it feels like, in some ways.
That's why I wasn't very sure about the Agony. Setting wasn't very good choice like right now.
Time it was like, okay, shorter cooldown, more uptime to fight,
and
but
the HP, you have more HP. But now it doesn't seem good.
At the same time, it doesn't feel like they've lost any major fights by not having it. Like, the illusions at no point have completely overrun them, so... I don't think it's necessarily hurt him not having the Mjolnir, but he needs to be at that point, because those illusions are becoming a bigger problem. Yeah, may just... The Veil even.
Use is pretty useful though.
Yeah, I think the Veil is maybe the item that will go.
Let's see. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Here come Infamous with Aegis and Cheese. They want to get a lane of racks themselves.
Aegis, Cheese, double Black Hole. Oh my God.
Definitely potent stuff. Sneaking into the top lane to get down a ward. It does get spotted. There's a gem on the Batrider. In comes Benjaz, just trying to chip at this range racks. We're just going to go boldly in. The stun is there with the lasso. They actually catch the Weaver. They're going to break the Aegis. Great clean initiation by TNC. Where is that Black Hole? The first rock goes out. It actually doesn't do a whole lot. Not sure that was the best use of it. Warlock very far back, trying to just hide. Where is that Black Hole? King Tekka needs to come up big with it. Has a BKB, has to turn and fight. He gets him and instantly cancelled.
He cancelled?
Oh no. Was it him?
He cancelled the Black Hole himself.
King Tekka. Things have fallen apart for him this game. A couple of costly mistakes.
Oh my god.
And his team is now...
The TP of Timado getting cancelled by the second rock.
Timado knows this is probably his death. He wants to get some kills on the way out. Tim's going to use himself here, as he does get brought down by a lance, but his life for the PL's well worth it.
Oh dear, oh dear.
That was the Quap and the Lycan. That was the two-man BKB Black Hole with a second one.
I think he would still got it cancelled because Warlock had a second.
He would have gotten it cancelled, but he could have maybe then thrown a used the second one.
It would have lasted like a second or half more. 1 second, 2 seconds. Yeah. Maybe they would have got that kill. But oh, this guy is getting too stressed.
This is a lot at stake here. These TI games brings out the best and sometimes not necessarily the worst, but the plays that you wouldn't make from home, from your bedroom, playing in your NA pub games or your
solo
scrims.
rank games.
Yeah, you know, Vengeance. This is not Vengeance.
Oh, they glimpsed him back to base. That was huge.
Nice play. Less threat of a push.
There
here.
goes the push. Oh, the support came up big there. Save the tower.
But this Enigma for King Tekka is like a staple hero. He plays this all the time in his pub games. He's just kind of succumbing to the pressure a bit.
Are you stalking him, Parker? You know so much about this guy.
I play my pub games, you know? I'm a Dota player.
So he's getting an
on the Enigma?
Yeah, I actually think that the other good option would be Shivas. But never mind. Octarine is probably the best here.
The Axe is also can be quite nice if you lack damage. The Axe is insane.
But they're not lacking damage now. They're lacking...
I mean, survivability. The Enigma needs to stay alive, and that's where I think the Shivers you mentioned could be a decent option.
This is still good. Like, Octarine is good because of the cooldown reduction and the spell lifesteal with the Midnight Pulse and that.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, eventually you're gonna reach Octarine, Aghanim's, Shivers, and your Refresher and Bagpipe. That's the dream right there, Parker. That's the dream. In another 10 minutes. 10 minutes of fun.
Well, Pop. Effectively 6-slotted, may look to replace this Aghanim Scepter.
Use Aghanim's both replaceable.
Bloodthorn, probably one of those items you look to.
Yeah, damage item, attack speed.
Where that ends up.
Still anyone's game right now. Huh?
That's... I know, I've seen this. I've seen Universe and stuff do this. No, he sells it. He doesn't commit to it. He made it want to go for it after his buyback. Because
there's gonna be like there's gonna be like gems and everything. I guess it's still useful in a way.
I think Shadowblades, anytime you're at 50-60 minutes, a Shadowblade pickup can always win you a game.
But this game might go down the wire. Then you want to have like the Octarine, like what I said, Octarine. Then you want to have your Shivas and the Aghanims. You want all these items, you know, if it's...
No, it's hard to... You never know what situation's going to present itself. A situation where the armor might save you, or a Shadowblade might save you, or might get you a big black hole. If somehow Bat initiates and dies, or gets glimpsed back, if that Shadowblade can just lead to a better initiation, it could be...
I can see the reasoning.
A warding mission gone wrong. As he gets punished. There was a dire ward there.
Did he place a ward?
I think so. Or at least he was trying to.
Oh yeah, he placed a ward. He just de-warded.
That's an unexpected dire observer ward to have at this stage of the game, perhaps. But
and the other key thing that they're missing is like, it would be good to have Aghanims on your Night Stalker, this kind of game. Because it's reaching to the point where the vision could provide you that one pick off that could lead to the end of the game.
Once you commit to these other smaller items, it's so hard to go back. Like you get the drums and the Yules.
he bought the Shadowblade 3 times, I swear.
I know he has. I keep watching him. He sold the Midas. He wanted to have buyback. That was the thing. I saw him buy it and he didn't have buyback, but now he sold his Midas, so he has Shadowblade with buyback. They need to get rid of this Necrobook if they want to engage. He's looping around from the north. He wants the Warlock, I want to say. If he can get the Warlock, Shadow Amulet play. Theban. He's actually disassembled his Glimmer Cape. They found Theban, the solar black hole! He got him!
Okay.
He drops down now. He's got a refresher if he wants to use it.
That is actually...
He's got buyback though. It may... It's not bad, but it's also not going to necessarily be amazing.
Not sure how good that was.
They're going to try push, but...
Black hole is 120 second cooldown. What was that for 80 over seconds?
Yeah, it's... He's going to come back and defend, it looks like, but... Can't actually TP to the fight. I'm not sure actually if Infamous can push. They don't have Enigma.
I don't think they can push.
Not sure how they plan to do this without the Enigma, but...
What's going on? What's happening? They're gonna try and push?
Yeah. Unless Enigma's buying boots of travel here,
Nah,
it does seem a bit odd.
No, he's saving for buyback. I don't think he'll buy
Yeah.
a boots of travel. Oh, this Night Stalker is so fast.
Now they are going to push. They've actually still got time while Warlock's dead. Sam H.
God.
He was at 100 or less health there.
You know what you should... What he thanks now? All armor talent.
Yeah. Thank you, Ice Frog. Stats would not have saved his life there. Infamous go in. 30 seconds. This is where it's like, you're a Warlock, you're like, do you really want to buy back? Enigma has refreshed, has got an ultimate. We'll be looking for one of these big four heroes. And the bat is going to get found. He doesn't want to. He may just look to forfeit the Rax here. The Rax is still actually alive for the time being. There's the Bat Rider buyback.
I guess the buyback is more important than the Rax now at this stage of the game. Yeah, the buyback is more important.
Yeah. Avengers, they're going to give up one lane. At this point, one lane of Rax, not the end of the world, but Infamous really inching closer. So little separating these two teams as Tims goes charging forward, looking for more. It's crazy to think that a black hole on a Warlock is the way to play this late game, but that's what we saw there. That is what led to an entire lane of Rax fell solely because of a solo black hole on a Warlock.
Okay, 16 minutes approaching. You wish you have GPM talent.
Who does? Warlock?
Yeah,
No,
Warlock has GPM.
No.
No? But Disruptor has.
Enigma does, but didn't get his. Disruptor does.
I
Yep.
think you rarely get the GPM talent.
Yeah. We saw it for MSS, which was weird, because that's like the first time we've ever seen it. Earth Spirit does, right? Yeah, 90 GPM. Quap doesn't get hers. And that should be, that's all the GPM talents. Warlock got the experience. He's actually level 20 frickin' 5.
So
Magic
what did he
immunity.
go for? Magic immune. Isn't the rock the armor?
Not sure.
It's actually quite strange though. I thought the armor was like a viewer PR.
They're gonna get the free Roshi. Infamous.
The Roche doesn't mean too much. I mean,
it enables Cuckoo just to blink in, as we've seen, where he just blinks into 4 or 5 enemies.
It's not like a huge game changer.
Yeah, it's not immediately going to get them racks.
So, okay, one set of racks apiece. Key items all available. The black hole against the rock. These are the two.
They've got the jump. They found Disruptor. 2-man Boulder Smash to follow up. Benj's on the low ground. Can't do a whole lot here. They're going to take out the Disruptor. Benj's getting chased down as well. Has that extra Shikuchi movement speed, helping him outpace the Lycan. As the Doppelganger back to the high ground will save the PL, but they've lost Night Stalker. May sound like just a support, but every little bit counts when you're in Infamous's position here defending your high ground. It's going to be up to the Enigma. BKB black holes, that's what you've got to look at here. They've got to find some way to jump the Warlock, it feels like. In goes Cuckoo with his BKB. He's going to die very quickly. Can't out-regen it with the lifesteal. Spell lifesteal not working out in his favor. There's going to be the first BKB hole. The Rock going to cancel it. He needs to get out there. He's still silenced. He uses himself, but he's got no BKB. He goes down. They've killed the Queen of Pain. Queen Tekka refreshes, looking for the second black hole. Who's he going to get? Blinks forward, does not find anyone, but does Shadowblade on up.
So
top lane, the Rat.
They got the racks.
Yeah, they got the racks, and Lycan was looking for some extra split push action. Will escape. For the time being, Enigma did not BKB.
Where's the backup?
Can they get this kill? Looks like they pretty close. Steel Scepter, yeah. They'll get this one. Surely. Surely, Winter. There's the Malefice. No escape for Raven. The full buyback available. Just a melee Rax, though. That feels like a win for Infamous, although they did have to commit double black holes, so Rock available.
Don't worry, Enigma, your duty is done. Defend the base. No black hole.
Yeah, no black hole. Go back, buy some boots of travel, and come, come join up.
Oh, he's just gonna go? Oh, this is like the Hail Mary play. They're gonna go in.
I mean, Quap's going to have to buy back, but we could see a potential death on Quap leading to TNC losing this game. Infamous is in a good position.
They use 3 buybacks. Anyone that uses buyback dies, the game ends.
Yeah. Tomato going to look to claim the racks. Quap will buy back. There's the first rock. They want to go on Tomato. They get him with the stun as well. They're going to lock him down and place the Sonic Wave. The damage is there. They've killed the PL.
Yes, buyback.
They may look to force it. Matthew to the side. He's in trouble. He does not have buyback. That is a casualty that Infamous cannot really afford right now, but at the same time, this game will kind of reset here, depending on what TNC want to do.
That's a long death time, though.
Also, not so long, but perhaps long enough to worry, is King Tekka's Black Hole cooldown. 60 seconds without a Black Hole, 70 seconds without a refresher. Can TNC punish?
He's almost 25. That's very helpful. Demonic, I guess you get the conversion.
Against the racks down, yeah, it's kind of... Normally, I've seen more of the armor, but when you kind of need to push out lanes, the conversions can be very good. You don't really care about feeding your opponent's gold at this point.
And he really wants the Octarian too. Octarian will change a lot, because then you can use your Black Hole very liberally. Like just any kill.
Get down to, what, like 102 seconds, I think, is the cooldown of Black Hole at that point.
Yeah, something like that.
102.5. I did the math, Winter. I actually.
What? Just because I'm the Mingli here, you're making me.
No, I'm doing. I said I did the math. No, Winter. I got your back, dude.
Okay.
Sit there. You cast some Dota. I'll run the numbers.
Okay, 102.
I know.
I trust you.
Honestly, it's one of those things where you played that Enigma where you have the cooldown reduction and the Octarine, and I've seen the number, and for some reason 102.5 sticks out of my head. 102.5.
I trust you. Don't
It's
worry.
the number.
I trust you.
Good. That's what I'm glad we've built this trust over this 3 days of group stage casting. TNC, you know, a win here would be huge for them. They're on the kind of edge of being in the top 4.
They have the pull on allies now on the Earth Spirit.
You can pull people out of Black Hole? Yes, no, maybe so.
Don't know.
Damn it, Winter. I'm throwing you softballs here. I'm giving you the 102.5 and you can't even give me that.
You should not be able to do it.
Yeah. I would think no, because you can't do you can't 4-staff out, so. I think not, but who knows? Maybe we'll find out.
Wait, we will not work on a unit inside Chronosphere, Duel, or Black Hole. Okay, that's the answer. Alternate.
Oh, it says there.
Yeah, it says there. Noobs. Thanks, Dota 2.
Nice. Very nice indeed. I'm surprised it doesn't work on a dual target. Like normally it's like pull them away, but then they'll just run back to the duel.
I suppose. I think that's how it should work.
What he should be, if he wants to save people in Black Hole, the Ag Scepter,
Okay,
maybe.
with all our discussion, now King Tekka has double Black Hole. Let's go.
Yeah.
And at TNC has expanded their triple buybacks, so this is go time. How many buybacks does Infamous have?
Enigma, Weaver,
3 buybacks.
3 big ones. It's the Warlocker's buyback, but that's actually an useful buyback to have since he is the...
dude, you go in and die first and cancel 1 Black Hole by dying? I do that at this point.
He could have 3 rocks in the fight.
And those rocks are actually going to do a lot of DPS.
Oh, it's the Ag Scepter
a lot of
too.
DPS.
Yeah. Actually, they will. That will add up. 10 times. Infamous have definitely shown some promising Dota coming out of the South American scene here at Seattle. A pleasure to watch them. They're definitely a very fun team with how kind of explosive they play.
You don't trust me when I say that they have potential.
What do you mean? I'm reiterating your words. I'm full faith in you, Winter. You say it, I believe it.
If I tell you dinner is gonna be nice later, I haven't seen dinner.
Lunch was good today, very good today. Lunch was very good yesterday. Dinner yesterday night, so-so.
Okay, you're not gonna get dinner today. Just say that.
Reported. I'm banned from entry to dinner hall. There we go. Game has resumed. The Bloodthorn Quap mentioned as a likely next item pickup. Replacing that Ags, which did seem like a...
DD. The rune control, bro. They got the DD and the Arcane Rune.
Yeah, we'll see if they can...
They're
not bottled though, so they will...
It's all about the rune control. Look at them. They have 2 rune bots and 60 minutes to see the runes. That is important.
I would rather if they had the bottles though, I think it would be a lot bigger.
Still, like probably if you can't afford the bottles, then this is the next best thing you can do.
I mean,
they're gonna go with the
backpack,
DD and the Arcane Rune. Look at how big this would make the difference.
They may actually just be able to destroy these buildings. There is a glyph available, so this DD is going to be wearing off fairly soon. I don't actually think, the DD wears off, unfortunately. Ben just gets a couple of right clicks. It does take the range tracks out. They get the lasso. They go in. They want this kill with the Sonic Wave. The Rock to follow it up. They burst him down. Great, quick initiation coming in. Queen Tekka turns around, throws the first one. It gets cancelled. They're going to kill him before he can use the second one. Too fast for him to react.
Look at the rocks, man.
He's going to TP back in. He wants to refresh and go for another fight. Off to the side, it's going to be Axel going down. Benja's forced to run. He bought back on this Weaver. He cannot afford to die. And it looks like Infamous may have perhaps pushed their luck a bit too far with these buybacks. I'm not sure they can actually do a whole lot. Chasing down the middle lane. Benja's running away from some Necrobooks.
That should even out the buyback counter.
If anything, it may start to favor TNC once their buybacks come back up.
They did get at least the stress.
That is, I don't think you can call that an at least kind of situation, Winter.
They did not. They took a bad trip.
What did he get? Oh, he didn't actually get, oh, you mentioned you got the grip pulling allies. The rolling boulder damage is so much. Gotta clear those creep waves.
But is it gonna win you the game? No.
Maybe.
Dramatic grip pulls allies.
Any other crazy little 25s? Lycan gets extra 50. That's a pretty good actually. 15-second shapeshift. Good. PL gets 20 string. Enigma got the extra Eidolons. Weaver we filled with the Shikuchi. Warlock with the Magic Muni.
Disruptor.
That's good, by the way. That's closer than his. He's.
I guess you get the
about?
Firefly duration. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Neither is really.
I think
game.
Firefly duration. Firefly duration. Then you sort of have almost permanent. Should have almost permanent.
It's the Night Stalker. Crippling Fear cooldown could be very good. I mean, either of these could help a lot. Crippling Fear may be the potential game-winning one if you can get a good silence off, but they've got Lotus as yours, so you may just feel like...
I might be tempted to just get the armor.
Yeah, stay alive a bit longer. And then Disruptor's 25.
Roshan is up, no one cares now.
Disruptor's 25s aren't that good. They're kind of cool. The Thunderstrike, I imagine where he would go is kind of
Wave
cool.
clear.
It's not really... For like a support, normally the support 25s are insane because supports don't get 25, so they get some of the best level 25 talents in the game. Poor Disruptor. Here we go, let's get these buybacks back up. EL does have one. But here we go, Warlock the rocks. 0 rocks for 40 seconds actually. This could be a smaller window. Actually, maybe if Infamous fully realized that cooldown, they could threaten to chip at these buildings, but what we've seen is the lasso initiation on that Weaver being used to burst him down time and time again. Yellow Illusions trying to chip at the melee racks as Infamous are the ones being the aggressors here. They found Roshan. Considering they just used buyback, this is a huge pickup. Definitely can accommodate for Weaver's lacking buyback. He can replace out those boots of travel. The Shikuchi movement speed, he doesn't really need the boots movement, and there we go. Here's going to be the Aegis pickup. No contest from TNC. It feels like the ones in the driver's seat, Winter. They seem to control their own destiny for now.
Of course, I have the late game Enigma. Late game Enigma is like one of the strongest things that you can have. Double black hole, BKB. TNC are gonna have to rely on buybacks, but the problem is their buyback is
the rune.
What rune?
The arcane.
They got arcane rune on
88 seconds.
Yeah, this rune control is... I think this rune control is just eventually gonna win them the game.
88-second cooldown black hole. Insane.
Do you know the math if he has Octarian?
62.5. 64? No, 66.5 maybe. 66.5, yeah. Alright. Octarine is what? 25%, right? So it'd be 60, it'd just be straight 66. There we go. Maths is hard. Avengers with an Aegis in hand wants this melee racks, won't get it because of the glyph. Less racks, less numbers talking in more racks.
They're eventually gonna get the buildings with the Eidolon.
Jeez. Cuckoo needs to clear them out. The buildings
slow
of
and
TNC.
steady. I like how they're doing this now.
At some point, Batrider needs to go in. Yeah, we're seeing some very calculated, safe pushing here coming out from the Infamous side. See if it's gonna pay off for them.
That's how you're gonna get your big black holes. You don't run in and try to initiate. You just wait for them to come to you. They're trying to go for the Enigma.
You know, if they can jump him, that makes this fight a whole lot easier.
Quap!
Quap getting low. Does not want a BKB. Cuckoo. Crazy.
Okay, he got the Lotus off.
Okay, like you're going to pop the ultimate. This bottom lane is where they want to defend. Are they going to look to engage? Tim's looked to blink in there. Did not connect.
They don't have to engage. They just need to do the same thing.
Well, at some point, I don't think TNC.
I mean, TNC is going to have to engage, but Infamous doesn't have to engage.
send in Eidolons, as well as PL Illusions.
Okay, the double rune, haste and invid, not the best runes for the current situation.
DD and Arcane Runes, those are the two you want.
Illusion, even.
Yeah, PL Illusion can be fantastic as well. Double gem on Infamous. I was just about to say, having gems against this Bat Shadow Blade seems to be a key thing right now.
Oh, here we go. Might see a pick here. Might see a pick. Might see a pick.
Sandwich was figured out and spotted by the Night Stalker.
You might get PL. Oh, that's a ward.
Didn't manage to de-ward it. Samage.
Here, cheese.
1437, the BKB on Warlock. Lassoed up Weaver. Can they bring him down? It looks like they will. That's an Aegis. His first
He
life
used
going down.
buyback just now. If they can kill him, it will be big.
They may look to focus him. Samage is going to perhaps go down here to begin things on the TNC side. Buybacks from both teams. The Eidolon wall is just blocking TNC's advance as they're going to be pushed back to base. Weaver without buyback, as you mentioned. Big concern, whereas TNC buybacks back up on their two main carries, as well as the Warlock. Gems floating around all over. Samage going to recover one of those. Raven with an MKB now. Bottom lane is Cuckoo on the Fleet of Pain. Trying to finish a Lincoln Sphere here. Just a little pickup for him.
At this rate, TNC is just gonna lose in a matter of time. They have to do something to change the pace of the game. Initiate and get a pick. They need to be the ones being proactive to find a pickup, otherwise they're just slowly but surely losing.
Doing their best to keep this bottom lane pushed
They're
out.
smoking out, Parker. They're smoking out. Here we go.
The lasso, they're going to get just the Night Stalker, maybe not the biggest target, but the Boulder Smash going through, catches out 3. Great play from Tim's on the Earth Spirit. Night Stalker is still alive for now, trying to fly his way out of there with the Blink Dagger, and the Yules somehow not dying. He will get caught by Tim's on his Yule Scepter. No escape from this one.
Back hole. Back hole.
Oh, can it come in? It's perhaps a bit too late. They've lost both supports. Ben just has to get the hell out of here. He cannot afford to die.
Oh, they don't have buyback at all?
Neither support with buyback. This is a 5-on-3. Cuckoo going to get focused down. Cuckoo melts! The Black Hole comes in, gets cancelled! No BKB! King Tekka has the BKB, now gets caught by the rock. The right-click damage maybe enough to finish off the second rock. They bring him down. No buyback! Enigma is dead. The buyback's coming out from the TNC side. They smell blood. They are going to chase. Look to get whatever they can. Tomato is on the run. He gets caught by the Shiver's Guard. They know he's over here. They're going to look for the real one.
Damn, Lasso. Can they get him? Can they get him?
Can. There's no Manta. He's silenced up, taking a lot of damage from the Bloodthorn Winter. He's getting low. He's down to half HP. Another Doppelganger. He's still very, very tanky. Tomato wants just to fight his way out of this one, trying to juke and jive Tim's.
Oh, they got him! Oh, he has buyback.
Has buyback. Instantly uses it. And TNC just need to now push.
Oh my god, can they hold for the Enigma?
That first Black Hole within BKB? I feel so bad mentioning it. King Tech has made a few crucial mistakes this game, from cancelling TPs to cancelling Black Holes, and that time his Black Hole got cancelled not by a Warlock Rock, but by a Boulder Smash. Did not BKB for the Black Hole, and it cost them there. Even just an extra second of Black Hole could have made a big difference. Things very tense here. So hard to play these late game scenarios, and both teams being pushed to the limit here in game number 2. 4 heroes are back though. They didn't have buyback, but they have bought enough time to respawn.
They probably should give up the Megas if they can't fight. Just give the Megas and don't lose heroes.
Important is this Enigma.
I think if they can't take the fight, they should just give the Megas.
There is only one buyback on the playing field, and it's in the hands of Warlock.
Actually, without the double rock, I think they can't.
Yeah, no rocks. And more importantly, perhaps for TNC, is the risk of dying without buybacks themselves. They don't want to suffer the same fate of the Enigma we just saw, so it will be a dead even game. 4 racks apiece. TNC with a rather sizable kill lead and a very small gold lead, but right now things...
Gold lead, bro.
70
minutes in the game. Who cares?
You know, the viewers out there, they see numbers, they're like, oh, TNC, 45 to 27, 4K, 5K gold lead, they're winning, right? No, no, no. This is a game...
Okay, Parker, I understand. Do your thing, bro.
You tell me, why does this gold lead and kill lead mean nothing, man? You know, there are viewers out there who may not understand.
72 minutes in the game. 4K gold lead means what? A force... What item? Like SNY?
I mean, you can see the overall net worth of both teams: 120,000 to 123,000. It's negligible. The state of mega creeps, something to look out for. Buybacks and cooldowns.
State of mega creeps. I think mega creeps is not even gonna win this game now.
We saw it in one of the 2-hour games earlier.
Disruptor, Axial on the disruptor.
Oh, no detection. Late game
Late
Dota.
game Dota, bro.
Yeah.
Detection. No detection. No slot for detection.
Yeah, and when it's carries finding supports and they have a Glimmer Cape, your carry is never going to have room for a gem or something. Gem's always on the supports or the Bat Riders.
Not if you're Lycan and you have Necro 3 book, level 3 Necro book.
Yep. That's an item he considers replacing at any point, but maybe just backpacks it.
No cash, right? But his buyback is on cooldown, so maybe he can get something.
May just want to save that cash so when buyback comes. Buyback is up in a couple of minutes.
Oh, here we go, Black Hole!
Oh, onto the Warlock. They know that's a big kill. He does have buyback though. TNC may just look to get back to base here. No, they're going to turn and fight.
Second Black Hole. Oh, he has no buyback?
Oh, Warlock, what happened to your buyback? No, it is there. He's got it now. He's going to come in, but the Black Hole's already been used.
Oh,
King
two-man Black Hole.
Two. Raven's got to get out. He's incredibly low. He's going to howl. That's going to heal him up a little bit. That should save his life. Venger's not going to find the kills. The Shrine.
Okay, they have to back and reset now.
That was 2 Black Holes.
DD Arcane Rune. DD Arcane Rune. Rune control. 74 minutes.
The good news.
Okay, Arcane Rune.
Roach being pinged
Arcane
here.
Rune on what?
TNC, go push now. Go look for a team fight, right? Oh, denied the rune. Nicely played by the Lycan Wolves. Does feel like Infamous are very vulnerable with 2 Black Holes on cooldown.
Buybacks. Who has buybacks? The only hero that has buyback in the game is the Weaver now.
Yep. Buyback soon on, let's see, not many of these heroes. Bat's in a minute and a half. Enigma's 600 gold short. Nightstalker's close-ish.
Oh, Sam H. Can he find the opening?
He's done it. He broke the Lincolns. He got the follow-up there. Weaver could be in trouble. Needs to get this BKB.
Oh, okay, he has buyback.
Yeah.
He has buyback.
The one hero
the only guy who has buyback.
0 buyback game about to come into play.
But there's no black hole.
Support.
There's no black hole.
Really feels like Infamous are going to be at a huge deficit for this defense. They may just have to give up the mega
They should
creeps.
give up the racks, I think. If they should not
hug your
force
throne, if anything.
Give up the racks if they can't fight.
King Tekka. The front lines, the first rock coming into play. Just covering the retreat, perhaps getting a little bit concerned there. I'm not sure that was how he wanted to use. He does have a refresher, which he immediately
I think
popped.
maybe he just wanted to use it to push.
And he knows there's no black hole for now. That's definitely a cooldown that TNC have got to be keeping close track of. Warlock rocks are going to go down to the physical damage here, and I think TNC may just have to retreat. Raven going to pop the ultimate just to help get out of there. They're going for Roach, actually.
Yeah, Roach is like,
It's like a support Magus or something. Someone like an Earth Spirit, or perhaps the Warlock who doesn't have buyback, but here come Infamous. Pulls up, get the initial jump onto Sam H. It's going to be possibly Nightstalker in trouble. Pulled to the high ground, isolated now, has a 4-star, but can't get away from this one. Roshan, who's it going to go? It could be Infamous getting this
the
one.
Rex, the base, the Golem!
Oh, they're ratting it. Meanwhile, Benjers gets himself the Aegis, just barely. Earth Spirit was going for the steal. The Rax did kept alive. Back at the Roche Pit, Earth Spirit is going to be paying the price for attempting to steal that Aegis, or is he? He tries to roll out, it gets blocked just barely, and he does not have buyback. Perhaps a costly death for him, as Enigma is in prime position to go push, has got the double black hole.
They got the Aegis on PL, Cheese. Cheese on PL as well. They got everything.
Yeah, they got everything.
Oh my god.
When you don't have buyback.
No buyback Earth Spirit. Enigma and Bite Rider are the only 2 heroes right now that has
Quap
buyback.
and Lycan are very close. They're both about a minute away, so they should be okay. I say that.
For Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Right, Lincoln's helping save his life. There wasn't a static
look at the Idolans. They're coming to back. They're gonna get a tower. Okay, never mind.
Shadowblade down middle. Sam H needs to. Actually finding could potentially be to his benefit, but definitely impressive Batrider play. Sam H is so quick with the 4-star to break the Lincolns and get the lasso off. We've seen time and time again getting the lasso off on the Weaver. And right now, as we keep this buyback tab open, we see just how...
Oh, Cuckoo! He blinks in!
BKB Black Hole, can they bring it down?
He's no buyback!
He's got in 30 seconds, Winter. There'll be a small window where they can push without it, and they've also caught, more importantly, the Warlock. He does not have buyback for 4 minutes if they can kill him.
This is bad!
No 4-staff available. Glimmer in 3 seconds. Where is the 4-staff? Batrider's got one. He's going to look to help him out. There's the Glimmer. Where is the gem? He drops the rock, knowing that he may just go down here. There's a second Black Hole! King Tekka catches 2. The Death Rocks do some damage here in return. Queen of Pain needs a buyback. It's coming up incredibly fast. 5 seconds away. As we look at Infamous securing themselves some mega creeps, it looks like. Potential defense coming from a Queen of Pain buyback here. Is back up now. Buyback being deployed. Sam H needs a good lasso here. Boulder Smash goes through. Tomato being caught by this one. He's got the Aegis. He is not afraid to die.
He gets the lasso on Night Stalker.
So Night Stalker, maybe not the best target. Tomato getting low, dies, loses his Aegis. Has a cheese to back it up though. We'll still have some extra lives to play around with. Axel on the low ground, likely to go down to the Batrider. Batrider does get back up to the high ground. They really want this PL. He's got a BKB. Doppelganger's out to the low ground, being chased down by the Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave is there, and Tomato is dead. Without buyback. He has it. No, he's just got it back, Winter.
Oh, he just got it. But it's Mega Creeps.
Mega Creeps, possibly not the end of this game, but make it a little bit more difficult for TNC to play this one, and a little bit more controlled for Infamous moving forward.
They have time until they get their Black Holes up.
60 seconds. But no Warlock, and potential death awaits should the PL buy back. But at the same time, you may just feel like you've got to force that PL buyback.
But how?
They
need the Warlock. They're going to be thinking, okay, Enigma might have Black Hole, so we need our Warlock. I don't think they'll push without Warlock.
King Tekka
making
amends for his previous missed Black Holes with that fight.
Buyback status. Only one hero on TNC now. Lycan.
And anyone else close? Warlock, couple minutes away. Quap very far. Quap and Bat very far.
Rune of Destiny. Double damage top. Illusion rune bottom. Runes of Destiny.
On Matthew. It's being pinged. He's got a blink 4-staff. Here comes the Bat. 2 seconds to another blink.
Black Hole in 15 seconds.
Ooh, doesn't actually get the lasso off. Sam H gets Yulesed up. Here comes the Enigma. 5 seconds until there's a Black Hole. This could be bad. The Night Stalker just juking them. Gets away. Infamous, they don't want to fight because they don't want to use this PL buyback. They may have Black Hole, but without the PL, the damage not significant enough, I imagine.
So is this reset time right now?
That was some impressive juking coming out from Matthew.
Oh, they're running in mid. Enigma has 2 Black Holes up right now. They want to fight. They want to take this game right here, right now.
Warlock Rock 3 seconds away. What's the play going to be? They blink, they disengage, they're looking for the runes.
Oh, he denied.
Yep.
He denied the rune.
TNC, the ones pressing forward. This Warlock needs to be positioned to cancel these Black Holes, and right now, 1437 in the perfect spot to do so.
Oh, Sam H. Can he find the opening here? Can he find the opening?
Oh, they're looking to go on this Warlock. Gets
Black Hole!
The Black Hole, it's on the Warlock. He needs to get these rocks off. He's silenced up, though. He can't do so. He's dead without the rocks. Can they win this fight? Killed the Weaver. The second Black Hole is good, but it's maybe not good enough. They lose the Enigma in the process. Lycan somehow still alive. How is Raven still fighting? He's going to bring down the Night Stalker. He's chasing to the north with the Batrider. He gets the kill! How does he do it? Tomato low on health as well. He needs to be careful. The cheese! He can't use the cheese! It was in his backpack, and TNC are winning this fight. Double Black Hole used, not enough. A bit too much committed to kill the Warlock. The base has to be defended, though. First and foremost.
Okay, the Mega Creeps are going to save the day for Infamous
boy.
For now.
What a fight and sequence of events. They forced out both PL and Enigma's buybacks, though, so that suddenly makes this game feel a whole lot more even, despite TNC being down those megas. Warlock buys back.
I think they're gonna go in all in now.
That's the only reason a Warlock would buy back there.
They're gonna go now.
Do not buy back there if you're not planning on pushing down that mid lane and going for either the throne or at least mega creeps yourself. They smoke up, giving some extra moves.
The Enigma should buy some items now. He has no buyback. Maybe sell something and get Octary. He needs to buy something.
He could sell his Greaves.
Sell the Lincolns, I think. The Lincoln.
What's he gonna do? Octarine you mentioned as a possibility.
Octarine, Shivas. I think Octarine is probably good.
At least put the refresh in your backpack.
Yeah, Octarine I think is really good.
Well, maybe he doesn't want the refresh in his backpack because he wants it to cool down faster. doesn't know what to buy.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't know who to buy.
He blinks very
Oh
close.
my god! Here comes Tims and the second BOT.
Oh no, they've got the jump, they've got the PL perhaps, they can't afford to lose
Piper!
Tomato. The second rock goes down as well, can they finish him off? He gets the cheese off, he's still alive for the time being. He gets the doppelganger off, but he's now silenced up, there's just no surviving.
He's
no
down!
buyback. The throne winter.
That's GG.
It is game over and hearts will
Oh my
bleed
God.
as Infamous were so close. The second Mega Creeps comeback of the day. We've only had 3 Mega Creeps comeback in the history of TI, and there's been 2 in one day.
What a day, Parker. What a day.
Earth is happening here in Seattle. Something about this TI. Something special.
Something special about Infamous.
They are quite the team to watch. Unfortunately, and it's so sad for them and their fans that they do not walk away with a single win, a single point. They were 2 great games, very close ones, and TNC, the experience, the decision-making really showing. And I think you cannot really overstate how important bringing in 1437 and Thievin to this team has meant. He has brought so much good strategy, decision-making, and really brought order to